Past Works Part 6. We've got a big one today, this puppet. This is one of my proudest achievements. It was at the time, and perhaps even to this day, my biggest wire-based project. I used the hooping and hooking system that I codified with this thing. I still used duct tape to lock the joints down, so that's not too great. But yeah, I made a whole body complete with high heels and fingernails that once had glitter on them. It was made for the New York City Pride March, 2019, I believe it would have been. It is large. It can only be puppeted when I am wearing these. And for the march, I had these at their full height. Got a wooden puppeting, what do you call it? Arm? Claw? Thing. It's a miracle that I was able to hold it for as long as I was during that march. I think a couple of times I had to sling it over my shoulder and hold it like that because this puppet is heavy. Not so much because of the wire as because of the head. This head was made by my brother, who is himself a talented makeup effects artist and woodworker extraordinaire. And he took a mold of my head, which is currently stored on my shelf here, and then made a silicone head and filmed it with a dense liquid foam that expanded and solidified the interior of this thing without adding a ridiculous amount of weight. I then stuck a series of metal spikes through it up to the top where you can't see it right now, but there's a ring of metal wire poking out of the top of this head that I cover strategically with a wig that then in turn gets attached to the puppet arm. So the wig is 100% stuck to this head right now. It's effectively unusable. I also stuck a metal bar through the head perpendicular to all of the spikes going through to the top so I could attach ropes at the ears to give more movement control to the head. I then went in and added just sort of my standard drag makeup to the head and called it a day. Oh, I also spray painted all of the wire black. And this puppet is fully functional to this day. It was my first attempt at making something like this, so the range of motion isn't exactly exquisite, but it moves. If I wanted to, I could make the legs move, but it's so hard because it's so heavy and big, so I usually just sort of drag the legs along. The arms have nice range of motion, and if I so chose, I could make this puppet twerk. So yes, that's my puppet. Very, very proud of it. And that is today's past work. Until next time.